Hello everyone, how is it going? Welcome back to the OurMFC YouTube channel, where today we are going to be covering the game between Middlesbrough and Birmingham City, which Middlesbrough lost 2-0 in the Championship. It was a very frustrating game, to say the least, a very strenuous game. A lot of people had a lot of stuff to say from what I heard after the match, and a lot of people were very angered, were very disappointed and, angry with the performance of Borough today. And it was just one of them games where nothing really went right for us, nothing really fell for us. And it's just another one of them games where we have to take the loss, we move on, and we kill again next midweek. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen my face on this channel before, my name is Matty, and this is my first video for the OurMFC channel, and I am delighted to be here. Thank you to OurMFC for giving me this opportunity to share my passion for the club that I love, and to also make videos for you guys, fellow Borough fans, and people as well. I'm looking forward to the future of OurMFC. I'm looking forward to creating more videos for the channel, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is my first one, so let's get into it. Middlesbrough 0, Birmingham City 2. This is the match review. So, Borough have fallen to 11th in the Championship today after a cagey performance against Birmingham in what was a very frustrating and very, lacklustre game, to say the least. We're going to start at the start, as most people do. Be very unlogical not to. Borough came closest in the first half. Johnny Howson's effort being parried away by the Birmingham keeper. That was probably the closest we came in the first half, and to be honest, the whole game, if I'm honest, it was one of them matches where, where we didn't really have any chances. It just seemed as though the team spirit wasn't there. It was very lacklustre, very slow paced. And to be honest, I think that for most parts of the game, when we had the ball, we controlled it, but it was nothing really exciting, which is what, it's what we want to see when we go to the matches, when we watch Borough. We want exciting football because we've shown we can do it. Just look at Sheffield United. Look at matches like Sheffield United, and we've gone on a 2-0 win streak recently, which just shows that we can play good attacking football and we can do it. It just seems like today nothing really went right, and it just seems like today that we just weren't really up for it. We just didn't turn up, and at the end of the day, we're a football club. We're in the Championship. You're always going to have them types of games where you don't really turn up and you don't really perform to the best of your ability. So Birmingham have ended Middlesbrough's 3-match winning run with 2 goals in 3 minutes in the second half. Now let's talk through the goals. The first one was, honestly, I don't even know what it was. I remember watching it and then just literally just sitting there like that for afterwards. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Basically, it was a free kick for Birmingham on the far left side in front of the West stand, right in front of the Birmingham dugout, actually. The free kick was taken in. Joe Lumley, our Borough keeper, came running out to catch the ball, but unfortunately he missed it, and there was Mark Roberts to head it in because Lumley wasn't in the goal. He pretty much had an open goal to head into, and it was a mistake from Joe Lumley. To be honest, I didn't hear him shout for it. I think he just came running out and trying to get the ball. I didn't hear him shout for it from where I was sitting in the stadium. But yeah, it was a mistake from Lumley. He's a keeper at the end of the day. These mistakes happen, but you have to do better. And if you don't get the ball, you have to get the man, which is something that Joe Lumley should have done. If you don't get the ball, you go for the man. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them situations where Joe Lumley has just made a mistake. It's cost us, but it's one of them situations, again, where we have to just pick ourselves up, move on. Joe Lumley has to dust himself off and just move on, and we go again next Wednesday. But next Wednesday or Tuesday, I can't remember which one it is. The second goal, Scott Hogan. To be honest, I have no idea what our defence was doing. It was just a simple ball over the top, and Scott Hogan was clean through, slotted it past Joe Lumley to get the 2-0 win. And after that, it was really game over. Borough lost all passion. They lost all, motivation for the game after that goal went in. It was just one of them performances where it was just really poor. We controlled the game, don't get me wrong, when we had the ball in short spells, but it was never anything special unlike the Sheffield United match or stuff like that. But yeah, Scott Hogan picked up a ball, put over the top, and just slotted it past Joe Lumley. Our defenders seemed to just run away from Scott Hogan when he got the ball, which was frustrating for everyone in the ground. 2 goals in 3 minutes. A lot of us didn't know what was going on. We didn't know exactly what was happening. But it's just one of them games in football where you're always going to get it. You're always going to get them games where things don't really go right. But as I said, you just have to pick yourselves up, dust yourself off, and we go again at Luton next week, which is going to be a tough game. Luton are a good side. They're playing some good football recently. They are currently flying in the Championship, which is something I never thought I'd say about Luton. But to be honest, it's the Championship. Anything can happen. Any team can fight for it. It's an incredibly tight lead, an incredibly tight league as well. Borough, as I said, have fell to 11th spot. Birmingham have climbed up to 14th, from what I've just read, due to results other tonight and whenever this could change. But in terms of the stats, let's have a look at the stats. Middlesbrough dominated possession with around 80%, not around 80%, well, pretty much a lot of the possession. They dominated the possession. Birmingham had very little of the ball. When we did have the ball, Middlesbrough were very, very good. We controlled the game. We just weren't able to play that final ball and get the killer goal in to seal the game. We just never really did that. And to be honest, it is hard, it is angering, it is frustrating as a Borough fan, but as I said, we've got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off. We go again at Luton next week. We had 11 shots over the game with only 2 on target, which when you think about it is not very good, considering we know how we can play, we know how we can perform very well. We've seen it happen in front of our very eyes. It just seems that today was one of those days where we just didn't really get it. We just didn't really put it together. A lot of stuff did not go right. And it's football at the end of the day. They're the types of games that you want to win, but unfortunately you're not going to. They're the types of teams that you need to beat if you want to get promoted. Now, in terms of Borough, it's too early to say whether we can push. I think we can. We just need to start stringing performances and wins together. But, what could the future hold? As I said, we go again at Luton on Wednesday, which is always going to be a good game. I think Luton are flying. Middlesbrough, a team that we know, as I said, I've mentioned it so many times, we know we can push forward, we know we can attack, we know we can play some good attacking football. It's just sometimes we cannot be bothered to do so, which is very frustrating for me and a lot of the other Borough fans and all the Borough fans around me where I was sitting today were very frustrated, started voicing their frustrations, and basically just very, very frustrating for Borough today. So that's pretty much everything covered. I think, as I said, frustrating game, but we move on. We go to Luton. We carry on. So we go again. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching here on the OurMFC channel. If you haven't already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the OurMFC YouTube channel. They're an amazing bunch of people who are all extremely passionate about Middlesbrough Football Club, as I am. And as I said, I'm looking forward to working with them in the future to create more match content, more Borough content, because I do love this team, I always have. And it's just, it's a team that's going to stick with me forever. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything covered. Frustrating game, but we move again, we move on, and we just need to try and put some wins together. Thank you all for watching, everyone. As I said, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you soon in the next OurMFC YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.